How's it going, everyone? In this video, I don't think, we are going to finish this up. All we have left to do on our test fixture is get our control panel wired up. And then we can test it out and probably might have to do a little bit of adjusting in the end here for the screen that we're using, a monitor, and we'll be ready to start testing out some boards and doing some repairs on some Jamma boards. It's been kind of a long series, a little longer than what I was expecting it to be, but I kept adding things to it and doing some other things and just kind of hem-hawing and talking and letting you know what's going on, showing you what I'm doing in case somebody else wants to build one of these, or if they just like to watch somebody build one. So we can test out some Jamma. We be Jamma. Now wiring this up it's pretty straightforward. It's not a real tough endeavor to wire this up. We have to jump all of our grounds. I think I'll use the bottoms, the second one as my ground. And then we have to bring it over to this one, then to this one, and then back around. You know, and we have to daisy chain all the grounds together on all of our switches and our two bottom switches here too. So when we come out, we have one ground. We can hook up one ground. I'm not sure if I'm going to hook up the lights right at the moment or not in this video. I think we're just going to concentrate on getting all the switches working. It's not hard to wire up the lighting. Then, you know, it's the same thing. We have to daisy chain all of our grounds, and then all we need is one hot wire coming in, and then daisy chain all the hot wires to it as well. Now, for the sake of argument here, I'm going to solder all my wires to my switches. Why? Because for starters, we're right here at the bench, and if a switch goes bad, it doesn't take much to unsolder a wire, since our soldering station's sitting right over there. Now, if you're if you're operating, or you know your game is off where you can't drag your soldering station, or you don't feel like pissing around with your little soldering iron and getting it heated up and all that, then you use push-on terminals. But here, it'll always be on the bench, so if we have a problem with a switch, we just unsolder a couple of wires and change the switch. It's that, and second, money. You have to buy all the connectors. You know, there's all these female connectors, which is, I think you can get about 100 of them for like 15 bucks on Amazon. And I don't have enough to do all of them in the female connectors, slide-on connectors, so I'm just going to solder them on. I don't mind desoldering them. It's kind of a pain in the ass when they're in the machine, yes, but sitting at the bench, no. It's not going to be bad at all to change one out. Wire, I just grabbed an old power adapter for something that like a radio or you know, radio. Most of the time they're for radios. And it has that little power brick in the end, and I just cut the ends off of it and peeled it apart, and it's perfect for what in our project, what we're going to do. Plus, it was something I had lying around, and they're all black. You have a white stripe on one, but we don't care. So it's a matter of saving some money and doing this as cheap as we can, because mostly all this stuff I had here. I don't think I had to order anything for this. And it's just some bits and pieces that I had lying around, and you know, or DVD player that I had to tear apart to get a switch out of or something like that. So, you know, everything was here, was already bought and paid for, so there's nothing coming out of my pocket again for this. The wood I had over at the store for shelving, and this is the luan that went on the roof. I had hunks of that left, so that was perfect for a project. So, you know, everything here. The lights, the push buttons I had from another project. I think it was Tekken 3 that I did. I put lighted buttons. They're kind of, they're okay. But, you know, at least they're not dumpster food. Power supply I bought. About 10 of them in a lot, or a couple of lots off Todd Tuckery down at TNT Amusements on his Sunday auction. The thing I have the most money in is our converter board back there. You know, you don't have to use a converter board if you have a decent CRT arcade monitor lying around that you want to lug around and use. I chose the converter board because it's easy to unhook that and put the monitor out of the way. You know, they weigh nothing. So I chose that to do it, to do our project with. Everything else, like I said, the speaker, that came in a box at the auction. There was one speaker, so that one, we used it. Like I said, this power switch came out of a DVD player. I had fuse blocks over at the store for my pinball machines in case one went bad. The power cord is an old computer cord. I just cut the end off of an old computer cord and wired that up in there, so that'll be fine. The excuse me, the Jamma connector, I bought an extender thinking to, you know, for testing boards already in the machine. Well, we're not going to have to do that anymore because now we can pull our boards out and test them on the bench and work on them. So I just used that one. I think that's about 4 foot or 3 foot long, something like that. But it's long enough. And that'll work out just fine for us as well. So everything, like I said, I just had all this stuff lying around and decided that I want to start working on some of my Jamma boards that I have in boxes and totes and stacked up around, and see what we can get going and see if there's anything good. So I'm going to get you set up, and we are going to get started on wiring this up. I'll show you wiring some of it. You know, like I said, once you see what I'm doing, it's pretty straightforward what has to be done, and then I'll go ahead and get her finished up, and hopefully we can get this fired up and working by the end of the video. Alright, first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and tint these with a little slobber, because it helps with soldering. Most of the time you don't have to heat them up as much, and you get a little better adhesion with your slobber. Okay. Okay. Now some wire. Now the fun begins. Let's see, we need to make these all about the same length. And see how fun this is going to be. Let's see, well, this will be our end run. And we can come around. Okay. So we have to, let's cut some of these about the same length, like I said. 1, 2, I think we need, let's see, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter, we'll use them anyway. Alright, I have some all cut the same length. We'll get one started, I think. No, we're going to start here and go around, that way we can come off. Let's see. So we're going to start here. And Okay, and then this one, we need one a little longer to go to our next one. And so we'll go from here and give it a little slack to there. Like I said, you do what you want. If you wanna use a bunch of terminals, go ahead. This is not saying this is the right way to do it. This is the way I'm doing it, because for the simple fact is I'll save a little money on it, and it's everything I have. I have everything here to do it. Then all of our wires coming in from our Jamma connection from our game board will all go to the top ones. Those ones I haven't decided yet. I may go ahead and put connectors on those ones. Might be a little good idea too. You know, and I don't know if this, you know, what's quicker. If putting connectors on them, you know, you still have to cut, strip, and crimp. So I don't know if you save time. Soldering them or crimp, putting push-on terminals on them. It doesn't really matter. I have the time to put these on. Got that one a little short. Could have had a little bit more rope on it. Tinting your wires too. It saves time. And now all you're doing is heating up solder on solder. Yep. Get over here. Missed. Okay, that's one side. Now I'll go ahead and do the other side and we'll be ready to hopefully hook it up. We're getting close. Alright, we got all of our grounds daisy chained in for our buttons, not the lights, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet about the lights. I may light them up. If I do, I have to run a separate power, a separate 5 volts to pick up the lights. So we may just leave that alone for right now. That may come in the future. Okay, now getting our little cheat sheet out again. I marked our number 1 with a Sharpie, so we know this is number 1 player. And number 1 player, you can see we already have the start, or no, we have the coin switch, which are green, and the next one after the green would be the brown, red, orange. So brown will be our start button, our player 1 button. So we're going to go with our brown here, and on these ones I'm going to go with connectors, for the simple fact that if I screw up, I can just unplug it and plug it into where it belongs. The grounds I know are all, man, awful thin ass wire. So this will be our player 1 button, or start, which will be this one, our face. Just pop that off and slide him on. Pop them back in. Okay, now we got that. Player 1, that's pretty simple. Okay, the next one is red. Okay, here's our red. I like these strippers better. Okay, so our red one, start, and then 1 player up. So number 1 player up. So if we look at this, it's going to be upside down, So this one right here will be our up. See, when we flip that over and up. Okay, next one, let's see, red, orange will be our orange on player 1. Trying to keep these wires as straight as possible, so... Oh, come on. Stand up somewhere. And up, and then orange will be down. So we'll hook that up to our down. Alright, now I gotta go answer a text. Okay, where were we? I got up, down. Up, down. Next one is left. Which we ran in yellow. Yellow will be left. Yeah, I said that like it meant something, didn't I? So we shouldn't have to worry now. Upside down or not, left is left. And yellow, green will be our right. Let's see. Yep, brown, red, orange, yellow, green. Green will be our right. Damn, can't even hit the hole. That's what she said. Okay. Crimp. Right. Cool. Alright, now button 1, button 2, and button 3, button, who's got the button? I'm thinking that it goes 1, 2, 3. So if it was, you know, laid out joystick, you'd have 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking the top one is going to be your number 1. And that is going to be our blue. And this is one of the reasons why I went with the push-on terminals on our gamepad, was it doesn't take much to unplug and move our wires. Like I said, I don't mind unsoldering to change a switch on the ground. You know, I was going to go ahead and just solder them all. And then I got to thinking, well, what happens if you screw up? And you have to unsolder 2 of them to change them around. So I just went with push-ons. Okay, blue, purple. And when I counted these out, I noticed that there was an extra wire in our on our connection. And I'm wondering if it was for 4 buttons, which I know there are some games out there that are, let's see, button 2. There are some games out there that use 4 buttons, and gray is our last one. So I'm thinking that there's a white one left over, and I'm thinking that might be for a 4th button. You know, you look at our little chart over here that I'm looking at. It goes down through, and after button 1, 2, and 3, there's 2 empties, and then your ground. Well, on our Jamma connection here, you can see there's 2 empties and then our ground and this white one. So I kept counting them. We had 8. I had 8 for buttons, and we had 9 wires. And so I looked at the chart some more, and on the chart they have the bottom 2 as the ground. They're using 2 lugs on the chart for the ground, and that would leave us 1 empty. So the white one isn't on that chart. Okay, that's all of player 1. And now what I think we should do is hook up a game board and see if we have all of our buttons in the right places, and if they are, then I can go ahead and finish wiring up player 2. And in hindsight, I probably should have used the full Jamma wire connection, full harness. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what's not plugged in. I don't think. Okay, I don't have our converter plugged in. Oops, that was the wrong one. I'll get that plugged in. Let me find Merit. There's a Merit that works. I think our monitor comes on as soon as we turn on the converter, and try and get you, there we go, get everything in. Okay, we got 10. Push bet. What do you think? Wonder which one would bet would be. Pinch? Okay. Let's see. Push bet. Aha. Okay, and then push start. You loosed. Okay, so that's our bet. And which one was spin? Top up was spin.
Make it a double up.
it double up.
Big or small?
Let's pump some more money into it. But I did notice there's no volume to a tracked mode. So let's coin it up. You lost. Okay, we know
Take it or double up?
we'll take it. How come you take it?
Big or small? Take it or double up? Big or small?
All right. Now we know at least some of our buttons are working. Now we don't know about all of them because, well, I don't. You know, this isn't set up for a merit game, and so you got to try and figure out where stuff's at. But it looks pretty good. Looks like there's some. We might have to do some adjusting on the screen, on the resolution, to get it a little better, or it may just be the monitor. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna get player 2 wired up, and we're gonna go from there, and hopefully we can get this finished up here shortly. Well, looks like we have a bad monitor too. I thought this one was bad. This one my wife was using, and she said it stopped working on her, but you know, we plugged it in, it was working. So that one looks like we might have another project coming up with seeing if we can figure out what happened to that monitor. That one doesn't have a power supply in it, and that has an external power brick, so that one will be interesting to see what's going on with that. Usually, in my experience, that's usually the video board has took a dump in them. But now I got to go find another monitor. I'll probably be down to my old clunky Dell that I have over there, which is, it's a good monitor. It's an old clunker. All right, I need to finish. Oh, why I know it's the monitor. I disconnected our VGA cable, and it's still doing the same thing, doing our flash. And after I let the board boot up, you can hear it's taking credit. So its monitor has taken a dump. All right, I'll go dig out another one. Yeah. Got her all finished up. I put a couple screws in it, just, you know, to hold the top down. Not real happy with the box. I mean, you know, it's okay. It is what it is. Just going to be for testing. Pretty much more of a, I guess you can call it a prototype. Let's see, I need to plug it back in. And let's see, we need a game board. I am going to, I tried all of our switches are working. I have bottom of the 9th here that works. And show you what I want to do. Okay, turn the volume all the way down. You can see how we're kind of offset here. On your little control board, if you hit the menu, you can see picture, brightness, sharpness, nope, display, menu. We're at 840 or 800 600. I don't think this will take any more. Oh yeah, that's a little better. I'll leave that there. Okay. Display. How about geometry? There we go. I think, let's see, horizontal position. We'll center this guy. That looks good. Oop. Then we want vertical. Oh, she jumped. Like that, about right there. And if you clamp, okay. If you run into where you're, as soon as you turn on this board, as soon as you turn it on, your converter board comes up and you have a little menu here. You can run this without a board being hooked up to it. And if you go to number 4, you can change to English because it'll be in Chinese. But it's number 4 on the main menu without a board set plugged into it. Yeah, let's see, we'll coin it up a little. Oops, let's see, player
Bottom
1.
of the 9th.
We get 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Play ball. Batter up. Strike.
Let me see if I remember which one is swing.
Strike.
Over his head, up against the wall.
Batter up. Safe. Batter up. Out. Batter up.
me get 2 hits.
Batter up.
Now I got to pitch.
Out.
Now, I'm
Batter up.
not sure if I can, you know, if
Foul
you
ball.
change
Time is running out.
pitches, or if you just pitch to them.
Batter up.
All right. So we know this board set works anyway. And turn that down. And that finishes up our little converter board. Our Jamma converter test fixture. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up and give us a comment. And I hope to see you on the next video. Until then, see ya.